Hi, friends. It's our handwriting time. And now that you've learned how to print and check your work, let's talk about page 8. This page and this lesson is writing letters that are the same. Some lowercase letters are the same as the capitals, just smaller. You need to make sure that you bump your lines. So those letters that are the same as a capital, you make them the same except they're just smaller, are C, O, S, V, and W. Now, when you are writing, remember you are using the correct pencil grip. You are pinching, your pencil is resting in the cradle of your hand, just like this. Remember, we practiced picking it up, gripping it correctly. Remember, we always start on the starting point, which is up here for a capital letter and down here for the small. So you're going to see two dots on your paper. If I move it closer, you can see just a little bit better. Your capital letters are going to start at the tallest, and then we're going to come around and end right there. I'm going to bump that line. After I come down, I'm bumping the line and coming back up and stopping. That's capital C. For small c, I'm going to start on the dot at the starting point. It looks exactly the same, except it's smaller. It's going to go down between the two lines. I'm going to bump that bottom line, and then I'm going to come up. Here it makes it for us again so we can practice it. We trace it with our pencil. Trace the small one with our pencil again. Then we're going to get another chance to do it on our own. So then we would touch the starting point, come around and bump the bottom line and come right up there we don't go to the next to that line. That's too much. We have to stop kind of in the middle. For the small c, we're going to start right here on the top line. We're going to come around and bump the bottom line and come up. One more time, we're going to trace with our pencil. We'll start on our starting dot and stop. Start on our dot, come around and bump the line and stop. Same thing with C. We're going to start the starting point, come down and bump the line and stop. Then I'm going to make sure my pencil is in the correct starting point. I'm going to bring it around and keep it between those. Now, it's going to give you two lines at the end. This is for you to find the starting point on your own. Remember, the starting point is up in the sky. We're going to come down, bump the bottom line, come up a little bit, and stop. We're going to start. We're going to pretend. We're not going to draw any starting dots. Okay, we're going to take those dots away because that's what we want. We want to be able to start in the right place without the dot. So let's practice that all of those times. We're going to do our very best handwriting. With our O's, we do the same thing. We start in the sky with the capital O. We come around, touch the bottom line, and then we're going to come up. And I got off the line a little bit. Okay, so I have to be very, very careful. Do the same thing with the little O. I'm going to start at the top, at the starting dot, and come all the way around. It's closed all the way. Same thing with our starting point. We're going to start, go around, slowly and carefully, going around, coming up, touching that dot, and closing that O. Okay? My O is a little lopsided because I'm looking at it kind of sideways. You all need to keep your paper on the table, okay? I'm going to move it down so you can see me. Right, just a little bit. Then I'm holding my paper just like this, okay? I'm going to turn my paper around so you can see it and it's the right way. Okay, are we ready? You're going to start at the starting point. You're going to go around and bump the line. Try to make it a circle and close it. Same thing with the little O. Around all the way and close it. Now, mine are a little lopsided, so I need to work on it a little bit. So I'm going to trace my O here carefully and slowly. We're practicing. It's okay if I do it more than one time. And stop. Around, touch that line, bump the top line, and close it. Now I get to practice it one more time. I'm going to start my pencil carefully. I'm going to go around and bump the line and come up. Same way with my little O. Go start, carefully bump the line and come back up and close. Now here's my chance. Now, Miss Hall forgot to ask you, but you need to check your C. Did you start it in the right place? Did you end it in the right place? If you did, you checked it. And check your small C. Did you check it in the right? Did you start in the right place? Did you end in the right place? Now I'm going to start with my O. Remember, my starting point's up above because this is a capital O. I'm going to come around and connect it. I'm going to start right there on the top line, go around. It's almost like I'm making a C, but I'm trying to make it into a circle. Okay? S is the same way. Okay, I'm going to move my paper just a little bit. S starts at the starting dot at the top. It's in the sky. It comes down, and then you have to curve it. You're going to have to kiss that line just a little bit. Start. You're going to have to curve, and then stop. Okay? Same way with this one. And then stop. Start at the starting dot, come down and bump the line, and stop. Again. And I'm going to do that each time. I'm going to make sure I touch that line. You're going to come down. Now, oops, I lifted my pencil up. I'm not supposed to do that. So you just make sure that you keep your pencil. If you make a mistake, you can erase. I'm using a marker. That's why we don't use markers in our books. I want you to be able to see. I'm tracing my S's. The more practice I get, the better I get at making my S the way I'm supposed to. Stop. Start and bump the line and stop. Now over here, I'm going to be very careful. Make sure you don't let your S's lay down. Don't let them be lazy. Sometimes letters can get lazy if we let them lay down on the line. Okay, V is the same way. We start here, and we're going to have to go down at a diagonal, kind of sideways like that. Then we come up and touch the sky again. Little V starts and comes up and touches the line again. Down, bump that line. Up, down, starting point. Down, bump the line. Come up and stop. Bump the line. Up, bump the line, up, and you're going to do each one that way. W's the same way, except we have one starting point here. We're going to go down, up, down, up. Try to make sure that all your lines meet. This is one of the hardest ones because you have to know when to stop. Okay? Start at the starting point, go down. Now look, I went a little bit sideways and I'm writing with a marker, so I'm going to have to just do the best I can do with that. But here's that. You're going to go down and up, down and up. Starting at the starting dot, up, down, up. This one's easier. It's okay if you have to stop and think about it. You have to really, really control your pencil. It's not about how fast you go. It's about how much how you do it. Okay, so you want to go down, up, down, up, down, bump the line, up, down, bump the line. Now over here, I didn't finish my V's, so I'm going to go back because that's something I need to do. Tracing my V's. Make sure you trace them. Don't try to skip over tracing. Tracing is practice, and you need practice in order to do your very best. Okay? Now here I'm starting in the sky, bumping the line, coming back up. Did I check them? Yes. Yes. Started in the starting spots, hit the line. Yes. Yes. Same way down here. Down, up, down, up. I checked it. Okay, once you're finished with that, then you are finished with the page. Now, it took me several minutes to do that. So it should take you some time to do it if you do your very best. And I know you are. You're going to do your very best, and I'm going to love it. If I love it, I'm going to stick a sticker on it. If I stick a sticker on it, you might just earn a piece of candy. You might just earn some extra minutes doing the things that you love. You might even earn a well-deserved dojo. Do your best work always.